everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have got my winter makeup bag for you because it is January, as we all know, and that is winter, and a lot of the time your makeup routine tends to change with the seasons and you have to include different products that you wouldn't normally, and you have to get rid of products that you would normally use. Yeah, so I just wanted to run through my winter makeup bag and explain why I'm starting to use these products, a little bit of skincare. Yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to really quickly run through skincare just because I've only got like 3 things for it. First thing obviously is my Blistex Intensive Moisturizer lip balm, because my lips are just hellish in the winter. Like, they're hellish pretty much all year round, but most of all in the winter, and I can't stop chewing them, and I'm really bad for like just munching away at my lips. So when I put this on, it takes like an hour to work, but then your lips are like almost completely resurfaced. They feel really smooth, easy to put lipstick on, so that's an absolute lifesaver for me. Just a quick note about the lighting. The clouds are sort of like going in and out in Bristol today, so if I go really orange all of a sudden and then I go really dark, I'm sorry. The next thing I use is my Alpha H Clear Skin Daily Hydrogel with Eucalyptus. I absolutely hate moisturisers, but just sometimes life makes me need a moisturiser, so that's normally winter. I do actually have to start using a moisturiser just because the weather is really like quite harsh on my skin and I need a little bit of extra defence against the dark arts, no, defence against the cold, horrible weather. So I use this gel, which is intended, I'm sure, for like oily skin, because my skin is quite oily already and I don't really need to use a moisturiser. So it says it's for blemishes and imperfections, so I actually think it also helps to do battle against spots as well, so that's quite cool. But yeah, whenever I use this I just feel like my skin's a lot smoother and it doesn't feel so like tight and dry and like when it's cold and wintry outside. And then the last thing is my Impulse Very Pink Roses and Grapefruit body spray. I use Sweet Smile by Impulse in the summer because I think it's so like fruity and flowery. It's got pear and jasmine in that one, but this one is roses and grapefruit, and for some reason I just feel like it really suits the winter. It's just a little bit warmer somehow, so that's why I use that. So now let's get on to my actual makeup. So I'll start with a primer, That Girl Brightening Face Primer by Benefit, and this is just a pink toned primer which you apply on your face, obviously, and the pink tones sort of help to make your skin look a bit more rosy and glowy, and it does combat the fact that in winter your skin goes dull and just horribly disgusting. So next I've got 2 foundations. These are my 2 favourite foundations for winter. The first is my Illamasqua Skin Base Foundation, which is a new addition to my makeup collection, but I really like it because it is on the pale side. It's the one I'm wearing now. It's been my go-to day-to-day foundation, even though it is on the expensive side and I should probably be more sparing with it, but I just really like the feel of it on my skin, and I love the fact it's slightly paler than I would usually wear. I can always like bronze it up when I need to, but I think it matches my winter complexion a lot better than some of my other foundations that I wear, and also it doesn't go all dry and horrible. And then next is my absolute favourite foundation ever in the whole entire universe, my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in Santa Fe, which again is a nice pale shade, and also it's like dewy and glowy and it makes you look alive and not like a corpse. Really helps to brighten up my skin when it's like cold and rubbish outside. So I just love the way this one blends, love how it sits on my skin, love the fact that it makes me feel like $1 million because it's expensive, like really expensive, and when you wear it you instantly feel more glamorous and better about the fact that you have to go outside in -20 degrees. Then I've got my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural Powder in Light. This is actually really pale, but it actually looks really nice on me as my just general setting face powder throughout winter. That's how pale I go. So obviously I do bronze up other areas because this is like the moon, but this suits my skin really well. Love the way it sets my foundation. There's no extra coverage in this. So even though I do like a really full coverage during the winter, I tend to get that with my foundation, then I set it using quite a nice fine powder that just looks really natural on the skin. That's why I love that one. Next is my Benefit Gimme Brow in light medium light. light medium. This is an all year round makeup thing for me, but I thought I'd include it anyway, just because for those of us who do not understand brow game on Instagram, like, I have not bought into the hype of brows at all. I'm quite lucky with my eyebrows. They seem to be in all right shape. I never pluck them, I never touch them with a pair of tweezers. I've never had them waxed. I think I've had them threaded once, but it was the most painful experience of my life and not one I'd care to relive. Basically, this is just a little wand thing with a thickening formula on it, so you just brush it on and you brush it through and it sets your eyebrows in place, and that is all. Like, that's all you need. So it does build them a little bit. I think my brows are already quite thick anyway, so I don't notice too much of a difference. But yeah, that is an all-round winner for me. If you do not understand brows, or if you just can't be bothered to do those 15 steps that I see on some tutorials sometimes, then you should definitely invest in this. It's not actually too expensive, and these last me about 3 or 4 months per tube, so good one. Next is my Illamasqua Sculpting Powder Duo. Illamasqua is becoming one of my absolute favourite brands. It's a brand that I think I discovered in 2015, but now I'm jumping on the bandwagon, so to speak, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So this is my Sculpting Powder Duo. It features a contouring matte bronze powder and then a highlighting shade. This highlighting shade is perfect. I don't wear it every day because I don't think every day calls for highlighting. Obviously some people do, and that's fine, but for me I like a more natural day-to-day look. The bronzing powder is so natural and just looks like a shadow. It's what I'm wearing now. It's not overstated, it's not obvious, it doesn't look muddy like a lot of powders do. So this is just a really nice simple matte powder, not too dark, and obviously you can build it up as well. So that's what I use throughout the winter, just so I don't look too ridiculous and like stripy when my skin's looking really pale. Next, I've got 2 blushes which are my favourites for winter. We'll start with this one. It's just a little sample of the Benefit. For Christmas it was for my birthday last year. Someone got me a little like sample kit of a load of Benefit makeup products. That's where I got my little primer from as well. But this is the Dandelion Blush, and the sun's coming. This is my Dandelion Blush. I'm sorry I can't hold it closer to the camera because the sun's being weird. But it's a really nice peachy light pink shade, and I really like dolly pinks for winter. I just think it adds like a little flush of colour and warms up your complexion and makes you look pretty and rosy when you're feeling really cold and horrible. And the next one is my NARS Deep Throat Blush, which looks like that. So again, just a really nice, subtle, slightly shimmery this one, so it adds like a little sparkle to your face, makes you look alive and vibrant again. So again, yeah, understated pink sheer, not too over the top blush, just for everyday winter wear. Now moving on to eyeshadow palettes. So I've got some single eyeshadows, but I don't tend to reach for them very much, which is a terrible waste because I've got some really nice single eyeshadows, but palettes are my absolute best friend. So I've got 2 which I use for winter. First of which is my Lorac Pro, which has made its way into my winter makeup bag because it features a lot of really cool colours. So as you can see, none of these are really too warm. I think there's a few like browns and rosy browns, but on the most part they are cool toned blues. There's a chrome, silver, black, charcoal, and some like very neutral like skin tones in there as well. So I really like that for my winter eyes. Just think the colours really complement my skin when it's on the paler side. The other palette is another new addition. It's my Zoeva Naturally Yours palette, which features lots of warmer tones. I feel like when you're feeling pale, it's really nice to play up the warmth on your face, so like nice bit of bronzer here, some nice warm eyes there. I also really like these for evenings out in the winter because it's like cozy and you might be somewhere with a fire and you're drinking wine and I just want to be warm in the eye area. That's why I really like these ones. I've been wearing this loads and loads throughout December. I treated myself to this a couple of months ago and it's been the eyeshadow palette I carry around with me more than any others so far. Next, moving on to eye products. So I've got this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, which is just a white eyeliner pencil, and I absolutely adore this. This is something I only discovered when I was really poorly one day. My eyes were really red and puffy and I needed to sort of make myself look less ill, and I did this by drawing this on my inner waterline, and it just masked the fact that I was poorly, so it works really well for when you're freezing cold as well. You basically just draw it on the inner waterline of your eye, it'll wake you up, it'll brighten you up, it'll make your eyes look bigger, so I think that's a really nifty little trick for winter. Then I've got two mascaras. Again, these are like my usual everyday mascaras. So I've got my Makeup Store Multilash mascara in black, which is my holy grail mascara, my absolute favourite mascara ever invented in the whole entire universe. I love it. And then I've got another new addition which I've been using a lot over winter just because it's new and I wanted to use it a lot. Yeah, it's my Next More to Love Lush Lashes mascara. So again, it's the kind of wand I really like. So it's like little plastic bristles. They separate the lashes a lot because my lashes tend to clump together, and elongates them and makes them a lot thicker. Then I've got two liquid eyeliners. Again, something I carry around with me all year, so nothing too like whiz bang. It's my Zoeva Cat Eye pen, which has got the thinnest little tip you've ever seen in your life. I don't know if that's focusing. The thinnest tip in the universe, so I love that one. Now I'm getting a little bit better with my liquid eyeliner. I like to use one with a finer tip because I feel like you get more control. And then my Supercat Soap and Glory eyeliner pen, which again is nice and thin. That one's like really thick and really bold, so depending on how you want to do your eyes that day, it's usually a toss-up between these two, which are both amazing eyeliner pens. And now moving on to lips. So the first thing I've got is my MAC lip pencil in Subculture, which is a peachy, browny, beigey, beautiful lip colour, which I haven't actually been using as a lip liner. I've been using it as a lip stick. Like, I've been colouring my whole lips in, and I really like how it looks on the lips. I think it's a very cool nude. Then I've got my berry lip colour, which is Plum Proper by Rimmel. God knows how many years ago, honestly, years and years and years ago. So it's just this very dark, very like true plum shade. Really lovely. I've worn it a lot over winter. It's more of a special occasion, like more dramatic lip colour, but definitely like nice simple eye, just bold lip is also amazing for daytime wear as well. And then the lipstick I'm wearing currently, it's my Sleek Dare Matte True Colour lipstick, which is my favourite thing in the whole world. It's so matte, it's so really matte and really bold, and it makes it look like a vampire, and it looks with contrast like really lovely with your skin if it goes really pale over the winter. And then finally, to finish, I've got two MAC lipsticks, which are Faux, which is just generally my grungy sort of 90s twist on a nude lipstick. So yeah, just a very nice rosy brown, well, I'm not going to say brown, it's like a dark muted nude. And then the other one is Russian Red, which is a matte red, obviously quite dark, and it's actually quite cool toned as well, but I really like using this, and I like it a lot better when my hair is more blonde, just because I feel like it suits me better when my hair's a little bit more blonde. But yeah, so that is my winter makeup bag. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to know what's changed in your makeup bag, so if you wanted to leave me a comment letting me know, then I'd absolutely love to read those. If you do have any questions for me whatsoever, you can check out my Twitter, my blog, or just leave me like a comment down below, and I read through those all the time, so if there is anything you wanted to know, then I will get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!